Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk a little bit about chaos. But before I get started on that, I'll let you know I'm trying a new cigar here. It's Don Poncho or something like that. It's from Guatemala. I didn't even know Guatemala even made cigars. But anyway, so that's what this is. I just started on it, so I'm not quite sure yet what it's like. So far, it hasn't been impressive. But anyway, I don't know if people realize. Well, I know y'all know that I don't have any kind of likeness towards government, any kind of government. I've never found any government yet that even comes close to living up to its job of caring for the people. And matter of fact, more than anything, I see the evils that all these governments ever do. I say I don't see any good. I know you might think, well, I'm not supportive, or I don't go along with this stuff and all that. And you're absolutely right. I don't. Why should I have to go along with them when they're on my payroll? All government's supposed to be working for the people, and they don't. Now here they know things are bad, and it's no big deal. I say it is chaos. Unlike the United States, everyone here knows the government is corrupt. Everyone knows the government only cares for itself. And laws mean nothing. And it's all obvious. They don't hide the fact. I mean, the lawmakers don't hide the fact. Police don't. Nobody goes by the law. I mean, like in the United States, the politicians and the people that are into the law don't go by the law, but they expect everybody else to. Down here, everybody knows laws don't mean nothing. They make the laws to try to please some of the minorities that believe law has some kind of meaning. And so it's funny. I've tried to put it on video. I can't quite get it because a good example is the traffic. I say stop signs don't mean stop. There's no speed limits. The main thing is don't get in an accident. Few people have insurance. Now, the one thing I do like when it comes to insurance, they have a NoFault Insurance. In other words, you buy insurance for you and your car, and whatever happens, the insurance pays. So in other words, if it's your fault, you have an accident, the insurance pays for your car and the other person. And if it's not your fault, the insurance just pays for your car. So that's what I'm saying. It's these people take responsibility by buying insurance, and that's because the cars are so expensive. They're really expensive. I mean, the nice cars. You have nice cars, and you have the old junk stuff brought down from the United States that have been wrecked and stuff like that. They bring them down here, rebuild them, and then they sell them. So they take responsibility for themselves. And that's basically what chaos is. You take responsibility for yourself because no one else will. Now, it's hard to get ahead down here because of all the same thing. They have regulations. They tell people what they need to do. It's very controlling. It's hard to do opportunities because you have to be certified in whatever it is. You know, whatever kind of job you want to do, you got to go to school, you got to get certified. So, in other words, you can only do it this way. There's no ingenuity where you can improve. You can't improve. They don't want nothing improved. You got to do everything the way that it's always been done. So that limits how much they can get done. It limits how much growing they can do, improvements they can do. And so like that's what holds them back. And seeing that everybody knows how corrupt the government is, nobody's willing to pay taxes because what they do is the tax money you give them, they use that tax money. Well, first they steal half of it, and the half that they don't steal, they use it against you. Such as, like I say, the paperwork that needs to be done. I should have showed you the paperwork. I got my license tag. It took me 2 days. Well, 2 days of me physically in the process of getting my tag. It took a week total to get it. I had to pay all kinds of people to get the thing done. Because, like I say, the system is so screwed up. The paperwork and it was funny is when you pay for all this stuff, they don't even take the money. You have to go to the bank and deposit it in the bank. They don't even trust their own employees. So it's really humorous how the system is just they got it so complicated. And when it's so complicated like that, everybody can financially benefit from it. And but like I say, it's like that. It runs like that. Let's see. You can function with chaos. A matter of fact, I believe they could use a whole lot of chaos down here. They need to go on and they're ready. They're ready for a revolution. The people are tired. It's been let's see, about 18 years, I think, something like that, since they came out of this last revolution. And the people, after a 30-year revolution, still people got in power. They got everything all screwed up again. It's just as bad as it was before. And now it's just it's just like the United States. Drugs and human trafficking. I don't know how much in the United States they get off of human trafficking. I'm talking about the politicians and the corrupt government officials. I do know they do it in drugs. I know that. That's a fact. I mean, everybody down here even knows it. I mean, it's not hidden. I mean, that's the one good thing about chaos too. Chaos, everything is on the table. Because it's on the table, you can't do nothing about it. And But like I say, that's what happens in chaos. I don't know. I made a lot of videos on morals. United States, I don't know what the percentage is of people with morals. It's hard to tell for me because everyone I hang around with has morals of some degree. Even down here, the ones I associate have morals. So it's and without morals, that's what happens. That's why you've got so much corruption. I just wonder all the time. These people, they must have a mother. I can't imagine their mother being proud of them. The only thing, and again, remember, I didn't have a mama, so there's a lot I don't know about all this stuff. But I just think it's funny because their mothers can't be proud of them. But then again, seeing I didn't have a mother, I do notice that mothers really are blind to their children. At least my wife, was really blind to a lot of stuff. And when I pointed out to her, it didn't do any good. So I think that's just kind of a norm. I don't know if it's a female thing or a mother thing. But like I say, without the morals, corruption runs rampant. I'd say I was in Guatemala City for a couple days. It was one of the funny things. I did a lot of walking, a lot of standing, a lot of watching. And I noticed about 80% of the cars had blacked out windows. And what it is, there's so much robbery going on. You don't want to be a woman by yourself in a car. So with the blacked out windows, people don't see this. They don't know how many people are in the car. So it gets kind of scary to come up to a car and you're going to rob them. And then, they roll down their window and you see some people inside it with guns pointed at you. So that's why they have the tinted windows. Now, Mexico is a little more, how do you say it, civilized, I guess. And so it's a little different when it comes to the laws. They have, the people listen to the laws a little more in Mexico. But what's funny, in Mexico it's illegal to have blackened windows. And both Mexico and Guatemala are very, very high in crime. And I think the only reason they don't really stand out is it's certain areas. Like Mexico City is it's bad. Guatemala City is really, really bad. I know Guatemala City, they have more people getting killed per day there than what they did during the Iraq War. So it's pretty bad. Now when you figure in the whole country, then it doesn't. That's why it doesn't skyrocket the charts on deadly places. But that and a lot of people just plain disappear. The same tactics that was used during the Contras in the 80s. They still use the same tactics. That's another thing I've learned. Everything I'd learned in Vietnam still applies. It's hard to improve on that type of stuff. It's thousands of years. They've already worked out all the bugs on how to victimize, kill, torture, and make people's lives miserable. So So anyway, I would say if you're prepared, and I'm talking about prepared in all the stuff that people talk about being prepared. You're not going to do it in everything. But if you do the best you can, and as I say, the three-man militia, chaos is not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, chaos is something that I guess you'd say it's the ultimate of freedom and personal responsibility, because if you don't take personal responsibility, you're not going to have freedom, and then that means you're going to be one of the poor people that get victimized all the time. But if you do take personal responsibility, you will be able to function through chaos. I don't think you want to, and that's another thing I notice nowadays. Greed is just taking over on everything. Money is what everybody's focused on, even in the United States. I mean, all you think about is everybody wants money. I think it's because everybody's in debt. So they focus on greed. And that's why everything just, gone to shit. So, but what I'm saying is, don't be scared of chaos. And I hate to tell you this, but morality even works in chaos. I say, I still am moral down here. I still run my life on morals and values. Now, but I am aware everybody around me, few have any morals and values, so I have to stay on guard a lot. But I don't know. Maybe I've been working hard, trying to improve on my morals and values throughout my life. That, as you get older, you get more comfortable knowing you're doing the right thing. Maybe that has something to do with it. But really, there's still room. There's still room to be good, even when there's so much evil around you. You can do it. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.